So I'm Paul Kernan. I'm clinical professor of marketing. And one of the things that I love most about teaching at Pace is that we have a very rich combination of professors who are academicians as well as practitioners. I come out of the practitioner side. This is a second career for me. I was an advertising agency president and chief operating officer at Griffin Bacall, which was a top US agency. And we sold the agency to DDB, which gave me the opportunity to expand my relationship with Pace. And it has been absolutely wonderful. So I teach in the advertising and integrated marketing department major. And I'm involved in a number of different activities within Lubin. One of them is I'm the director of the Lubin Pace Path. If you come to Pace, and we hope you all will, you will be very active in the Pace Path, which is our program that really is professional facing. So much of what we do prepares you for the professions, including our Business 255 class that we offer as a requirement on both our campuses. And this is our course in professional planning and practice for internships and careers. And a lot of what Professor Donovan just talked about is what you will learn: 15-second, 30-second elevator pitch, writing a good resume, informational interviews, working a career fair. Tremendous preparation for you to build your personal brand and your confidence. Dr. G mentioned the Ed Club and the AMA. On the Pleasantville campus, we also have another club, which is the Lubin Business Association. And it's a combination of our marketing department, our finance department, and our management department. And we have weekly meetings, and every week we bring in speakers and panels on all kinds of topics in the professions in business, from healthcare management to real estate, advertising, human relations, all kinds of different topics. The other thing that you will experience the opportunity to take advantage of is that Pace University is the #1 private university in the country for upward mobility. And what that means is that not only do we have a rich career services department that will get you internships, but it also means that you will land a career in the profession of your choice faster than just about any other university in the country. And also within a period of time, you will be making more money than people in other universities. So let's move on. I'd like to talk to you about the Ed team and the brand team. And this is a 2-semester course that is dedicated to the National Student Advertising Competition sponsored by the American Advertising Federation. We offer it on both our campuses, in the Pleasantville campus as the Ed team, and in the New York City campus as the brand team. Both our teams are very competitive in our district. We're in District 2, which is the most competitive district in the country. I'll talk more about that in a minute. We get real world clients, and I'll show you some of them right now, and here they are. We compete with over 100 colleges and universities every year. And this competition has been referred to as advertising boot camp for the real world. What we do is we create a professional marketing plan called a plans book, which is 20 pages long, and a 20-minute presentation. So on the face of it, the course is very simple, but it is the most professional experience you will have in the university and the most professional product that you will create. Every year we get a different client. As you can see, it is a wide range. We've worked on Ocean Spray and Snapple and Glidden and Nissan, Pizza Hut, State Farm, JCPenney, etc. Last year we worked on Wiener Schnitzel, which is a West Coast hot dog chain. And this semester we just completed the competition for Adobe. And what I would like to do is introduce you to a couple of students who have been through the whole experience. And first of all, meet Tiffany Brewer. Hi, Tiff.
Hi, PK. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for joining us today.
Of course.
Tell us your story.
Yeah, so my name is Tiffany. I recently graduated from Pace University in 2019, so actually a little over a year now. And I came into Pace as a business undecided major, so had no clue what I wanted to do. And one thing that I think Pace does a very good job of is giving you a breadth of coursework that kind of exposes you to all business units that you could be involved in, and I just really got into marketing kind of from the upfront. So from there, I became a global marketing management major with a minor in corporate finance, since I did have a interest in numbers, working in research, that kind of thing. So I got the finance background to kind of give myself a little bit of an edge. So from there, my sophomore year, I had the opportunity to intern with IPG Media Brands. I got that internship through Pace's Career Services. And from there, I did media planning for Keurig Dr. Pepper. So I helped coordinate the media plan for the Fansville campaign, actually, which I'm sure some of you may be familiar with in college football. So I did that for the summer of my sophomore year. And then junior year, I also did a similar internship with an accounting firm. I was a marketing intern there, similar with working with customer relationship management databases, email messaging, different branding techniques. So that was my junior year experience. And then senior year, I had the pleasure of working with BK on ad team. And what I did for ad team was I was the marketing director on the Wiener Schnitzel case, which was the hot dog chain that PK referenced in the West Coast. And my role there was I pretty much oversaw a lot of the research we did, the consumer insights we came from, the consumer journey per se, who we were going to target for this project. And I would say it was probably the most well-rounded courses that I took that was able to help prepare me for my career, which actually ended up ironically being in consumer insights and market research. So ad team helped me to really discover what my passion was and what I wanted to get into for my career. And we took that all the way, I believe, to fourth place. I don't remember our exact place, but we did a good job nationally, and it was a overall like great experience. And I finished that experience with ad team and also did the Lubin Analytics Bootcamp, which is a really great rigorous program that Lubin hosts that of 4 classes out of 4 weeks that pretty much kind of throws you into everything analytics, databases such as R, Python, visual analytics, anything that you can get into. And I really recommend this class to anyone who's looking to get familiar with databases, analytics, or insights, just because it is so important, especially in the real world, to be familiar with databases and getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I think that course did a really good job of setting me up for that with the analytics bootcamp. And then from there, after those 2 experiences, my senior year, I sat down with one of Susan Armstrong, who's a lady for career services, and she helped me to network to get a job with Nielsen, which is where my current role is. I'm an analyst on the client delivery team for Nielsen Global Connect, and I spend most of my time supporting Reckitt Benckiser, which, if for those who aren't familiar with the manufacturer, they run brands like Lysol, Finish, and Airwick. And my role for that team is I pretty much help their brand teams and their category experts help understand exactly their consumers, the people that they're reaching into, kind of help manage their brand. I'm involved in running a bunch of analyses for their brand plan, things that they're looking to implement in 2020, which I'm sure you can imagine for Lysol during the pandemic. I've been very busy in the recent years, in the recent couple of weeks, but it's been a great experience. And I'm truly grateful for my Pace Path experience, because I truly think that Pace takes the extra step beyond just the degree. Like, I was able to walk with a degree, a resume, and a network. And I think that is truly something valuable and something that not a lot of universities, I think, are able to offer. So it's really helped to set me off in my career.
Thanks so much, Tiffany. One of the things that's fun about the Ed Team course is that in the second semester, we become an advertising agency. And so we have a marketing department, a creative department, a media department, an integrated marketing communications department, and a production department. And Tiffany's work in developing insights for our Wiener Schnitzel campaign was absolutely invaluable. And now I'd like you to meet Cameron Podgorsky, who just graduated and played a major role in this year's Ed Team. And Cam, why don't you tell us your story, please?
Sure. So hi, everyone. I'm Cameron Podgorsky. Like PK just said, I literally graduated 3 weeks ago, so I just finished up, but it's really exciting. So I did a lot while I was at Pace, and I just kind of jumped in head first, did everything, and it ended up working out really, really well for me. So just a couple of different things that I did. I was a student athlete all 4 years that I was at Pace. I was on the cross country team, and I was captain of that team for 2 years. So that was awesome because that gave me a leadership position, and I got to learn how to work with people and things like that. And then that was able to carry on to some of my other courses, which I'll get into in a minute. But I had a couple of various different internships while I was at Pace. And like I said before, I kind of hit the ground running. So I started interning immediately after my freshman year, which I think was a huge leg up. The fact that Pace puts you in a position to start interning so early, whereas I have friends who went to other universities and that wasn't the case. They started a lot later. So I interned at Army football, which is pretty cool, but a little bit of non-traditional marketing experience. I interned there for 2 summers after my freshman year and my sophomore year. So there I had a hands-on kind of creative role. I worked in their football recruiting department, so helping them recruit their high school athletes that are getting offers from these Division I colleges all over the country, basically helping Army stand out. Not only sell a Division I football program, but also it's a military academy. So it had that added twist to it. So I really learned how to cater my advertising to different people to spread different messages. And then after that, so my summer of my junior year, I actually had an internship at Prestige Consumer Healthcare, which is over in Tarrytown, so not too far from Pace, Pleasantville. They own a bunch of over-the-counter healthcare brands, Summer's Eve, Luden's, Chloraseptic, Dramamine, the list goes on and on. I actually got that internship through the MAID program, through the Association of National Advertisers, their educational foundation. And I got into that opportunity by talking to PK. I built a reputation with him, told him what I was interested, what I wanted to do, and he helped me apply. So that's the other great thing about Pace, that you're able to build these really close relationships with these professors, and they're more than willing to help you out. I got the Army internship through my graphic design professor. He recommended me for that, and I got into the A&A program by PK recommending me for that. So there, I wasn't as much of a creative role. It was more strategy, learning how to cater advertising for a bunch of different brands with different, target audiences and things like that. And then having all of that professional experience, for 3 years back to back as a student was fantastic because I got real world experience that I was able to come and take in when I did the ad team course my senior year. So both semesters of that. And for ad team, PK knows, he'll say this, I had my hands all over it. So as you can see, I was director of the plans book and production. I was assistant director of creative. So I really took leadership positions in the creative kind of departments because I had that background with all the Photoshop and the design, but I was also involved in all the other departments. I was a member of the marketing department. I met with media and IMC every single week. So I kind of, with the ad team class, you get out of it whatever you put into it. So I put everything, heart and soul, everything into all the departments because I wanted to diversify my skill set and say to future employers, hey, I've started working on a campaign from ideation and research and all of that to creating the campaign, the execution, finding all the different media placements, all the measurement, and then being able to present that to a real world client. And so that proved to be really, really valuable and helped me out get my current position, which is awesome. I actually got my offer for my position the same day as graduation, which was really great. It kind of turns back to the point where PK said Pace is fantastic for the upward mobility. I graduated and I had a job, which was fantastic. And I was really able to leverage that ad team experience, which is funny because half of my team that I work with right now are all ad team alumni. So my manager even jokes that ad team alumni make for the best employees. I work at a digital marketing agency over in Purchase called DAC Group, and I'm working on their State Farm account. So DAC Group, we kind of focus on nationwide brands, but really helping them with their hyper local marketing. So I work directly with agents all across the country. There's like 19,000 of them. And our team works with them to help basically set up and implement all of their digital marketing, all of their activities from business listings to search engine optimization and Google My Business, and then paid search and Google Ads and all of that different thing. So I had such a strong background in saying I can learn from start to finish how to do a campaign, and I'm willing to jump in and learn whatever you need me to. And that proved definitely invaluable with getting my position.
So this is one of those great success stories, but it's all ongoing as well, because Cam wrote to me 2 days ago and said, hey, PK, there are 4 jobs open here. And there were 3 people on the current ad team who are really our media stars, and 2 of them are in the process of applying. So we'll see how this story marches on. The other thing is I am a stalker of talent, and Tiffany and Cameron are absolutely emblematic of that. Cam was in my advertising class, and for her final senior project did, not senior project, but in the course did such beautiful Photoshop work that I just knew she had to be on ad team. So the idea that we had for the Adobe client turned out to be hers. And the plans book, which was beautiful graphically, was her design. And in the second semester, next slide, drum roll, the winner of our district, which is the most competitive district, was us, Pace University, Pleasantville. So we were really thrilled about this because, as I said earlier, we compete in the really toughest district in the entire country. And this year we beat real powerhouse schools who have won the national competition many, many times, including George Washington, Syracuse, and Penn State and St. John's. So that was pretty powerful competition, and the accolades that came from them because of our win have been really, really heartening. And my heart goes out to Cam for her good work, and for Tiff the year before, and all the ad team students.